Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. The ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Innovation distinguishes between a leader. I want to put a ding in the universe. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. When you're a carpenter making a beautiful chest of drawers, you're not going to use a piece of plywood on the back, even though it faces the wall and nobody will ever see it. You'll know it's there, so you're going to use a beautiful piece of wood on the back. That's been one of my mantras. Focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean, to make it simple, but it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. My model for business is the Beatles. They were four guys that kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other, and the total was greater than the sum of the parts. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no, for too many days in a row, I know a need to change something. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why. Because they're harder, they're much more stressful emotionally, and you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple, but it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. We don't get a chance to do that. Many things, and everyone should be really excellent, because this is our life. Life is brief, and then you die, and we've all chosen to do this with our lives.